Guys, Bumbles here with another New World video, and today we're going to talk about the bunch of launch information that was just released over the last couple days. I wanted to bring this to you guys because some of it is quite important as far as names, what servers go live, when they go live, what server to choose, and that kind of stuff. So I do want to bring this to you guys because this is kind of important, especially those who want to get a name specifically that they are hoping to get, whether you're a streamer and want your streamer name, or you're someone who likes to have a meme name and you want that specific name upon launch. So let's jump right in. We're going to go ahead and talk about some of the news first, and I'm going to tell you how to get around this name change because names are unfortunately global in this. They are looking into a possible solution to this, but it is only a couple days from launch, so I doubt we'll see a resolution of any sort within that time unless they make names server side, which doesn't sound like it should be that difficult, but who knows? I'm not that person. I'm not a dev. I'm not anyone that creates games, so I don't know about that side. But hopefully they can come up with something just to solve this situation, because a lot of people in most games, period, names aren't global. Names are server side. Because I mean, I know World of Warcraft, I had two names the exact same on two different servers. So it's possible. It's just depending how much time they have and what they can do. So let's jump right into the news. I'm gonna bring up their Twitter and just show you guys a couple tweets from them, just explaining the launch. So here we have the most important part of the news that we were given. This is the server live time. You can see here Australia is 9 p.m. AST, 8 a.m. US West is PDT, US East is 8 a.m. EDT, EU is 8 a.m. CEST, and South America is 8 a.m. BRT. So I believe EU servers go live at 11 p.m. on the West Coast. So a lot of people are going to hop onto the EU servers early on and just try to get their names taken, because the way around this is essentially you can make a character, and then when you go to your launch servers, you can delete that character and claim the name, because it's like about a minute delay before you can actually someone else can claim the name. So that is the best way to take a name. But here are your server times. You have right here this tweet. It is on the Play New World Twitter. This is probably the most important news that we've gotten, just so that we know when to be up. I won't be on exactly on launch. I'll be on a couple hours after launch, because unfortunately I work until about like 6 a.m. So I need a little bit of sleep because I do work that night. So I plan on getting up early, streaming a good chunk of the day, and then go ahead and take another nap before work, and then get up and do a 24-hour stream. We're going to be super tired Wednesday, but boy, we're going to grind real hard. So obviously with the New World launch coming, we do have our servers. They did announce all of these servers. We have NA East, NA West, Central Europe, Australia, and South America. Unfortunately, no SEA servers. So I know a lot of people are upset about this. I don't know if it's a logistics thing where they couldn't find a place that had suitable servers, because it doesn't sound like that they didn't want the servers. It sounded like that they tried. We did push pretty hard in the betas to get those servers, as well as NA Central. And it just didn't happen. I could see why the central ones wouldn't, because it'd probably take a good chunk of the people away from NA East and NA West. But as far as SEA, I don't know the actual reason why they don't have them. I could just assume because they are missing out on a huge market, that it has to be something logistics side, and it's not something that they just say, oh, we're not going to worry about it. I feel like it has to be something logistics and something that they couldn't set up because of legalities or something like that. But those are our servers. And into the servers as well, we do have a streamer server list. So I will bring that up right now just so you guys can see, and I'll post it down below so that you guys know what streamers are going to what servers. All right, ladies and gents, so we have here the streamer server website. This is a site that's been put together to show all the streamers that are on each server. You can go to list, you can go to filters, you can choose which server you want, and pretty much choose what followers, if they're undeclared, the declared, all that kind of stuff. So you see here, Eden is the server that we'll be playing on. We'll be pretty heavily, it's a very heavy, I guess, small streamer server. So I'm kind of excited about it because there's a lot of people on the server. Then you can kind of go down, use like, there's Asmongold on here on Olympus. You have Sequisha on Olympus. There is a lot of them that aren't declared yet. So keep that in mind when you're choosing servers. We tried to stay away from the big streamer servers like Olympus and Cetera and all that, because we're afraid that they're going to be pretty one-sided. Seeming there's a lot of the big streamers are bringing all their streamer friends on one faction to separate servers. So we want to stay away from that because we're afraid that it's going to be a little bit one-sided on those servers. So we tried to pick a server that didn't have any of those great big streamers on it, like Smashly or Josh OG, Ziggy, Timek, all that stuff. We tried to stay away from them just so that we didn't have a one-sided server. But you can kind of go down, you can choose your servers, see which ones you want to be on. If you want to follow one of your big streamer, I guess, people that you watch, this is going to be the best way to go ahead and find this. Now, there are some streamers that have not announced all their stuff, like Grims, Anthony, Sacriel, all of them haven't announced their stuff yet. There are a lot of people keeping it secret because they don't want to influence the big populations going to certain servers. So check this out. Go ahead and just kind of feel out what servers you want to see. If you want streamers on it, if you want to go to a less streamer heavy server, it's kind of up to you guys. But you can kind of see what faction they're going to, how much like pull they have on the server. It's usually driven by their followings and all that kind of stuff. And what server and what region they're going to. Now, also to kind of bring some light on these servers, so Valhalla is going to be the PvP server. This is going to be the one if you want to go ahead and get into PvP and be non-stop PvP. Valhalla is going to be the server you want to go to. It sounds like Cetera is going to be pretty much Syndicate versus Marauders, and then Olympus is just going to be like Asmongold and all of his followers essentially, because he's probably going to swamp most of the server himself. There are plenty of other servers though. There are plenty of other smaller ones that don't have as many, like Pleroma. Eden has a bunch of smaller servers, so I don't think we're gonna be that packed. Minda's pretty light. Mictlan is Aloy. Like there's a bunch on here that just they're not crazy busy. They don't look like they're gonna have a huge amount of population where you're not gonna be able to get into a game. So just keep your eye on the servers, see which ones change, see what big servers hop on later. Because if you choose a streamer and then all of a sudden like Asmongold switches servers, you may want to rethink that if you don't want to be just in a swamped one faction sided server. So I hope this kind of helps you guys out in trying to choose what servers and what to kind of choose. I'm sorry that there's no SEA servers, honestly, because this is a huge market. But again, I think this is a pure logistics issue. I don't think this is the situation where they're just like, oh, we can't invest in that area because this SEA servers are a huge market, so I feel like they couldn't find suitable servers for this. However, hopefully that you do find another server, whether Australia or Western servers are good enough ping for you. Sometimes they are in some games, sometimes they're not, so do test it out unless you don't want to take the risk of buying the game. Obviously, don't risk it if you can't get on the game at all, but for the most part, yeah, that's the unfortunate situation. But hopefully, otherwise, this helps you guys out with trying to figure out what servers you want to go to if you want to follow some big streamer, or if you want to go ahead and try to stay away from the streamers and go to a smaller server where you're going to have more, I guess, authentic kind of feel of the game, where you're going to have more, I guess, casual playthrough rather than wars and invasions and all that stuff nonstop. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye. Deuces, y'all.